This is your Friday podcast.
Since it's a Friday podcast, how's it going, guys? How's it going, Natalie?
Just great. I was thinking recently about
Don't think too hard.
how they say like now it's more than half of marriages end up in divorce. Okay,
Wasn't it always that?
well, I mean, I feel like everyone always said that, but I don't know like when that
I
started.
don't know anyone, I know very few people, which is crazy.
That's exactly what I was thinking, right? So like I was thinking of talking to some people about like once divorce, like where you find somebody and all of that. And then I was like, if all these people, 50% of people are divorced, I was thinking about like my teams.
Yeah.
So that's the only other parents I know
Oh,
outside
it's like
of my
teams.
friends.
What teams? Right.
And I was like, all the parents. Now I was thinking this when I was going to pick up TJ yesterday. I'm like, how many people are divorced on our teams? And it is really little, but more on my older son and daughter. Do you know what I mean? So then I realized that my kids are just younger, and
They
they're
haven't got there yet.
They're gonna get there,
And you're going to know that?
and that because then I was also thinking like when I'm on this team, and let's say we're like with the same like kids for a long time, that the parents when they're married, and then they're going to be divorced, and then they're going to have somebody new, but you're sitting in the like bleachers with them, and then one of them gets somebody. Because I also remember like when my brother was older and his teams, there was like divorced people. So it's like it's not necessarily that the teams have parents that aren't divorced, it's just that they haven't been together long enough to get divorced.
So I asked ChatGPT what the like trending relationship issues were in like right now. And
Is this in regards to anything I just said, or totally
it
different
is.
about why they get divorced?
Well, here's the thing. I think what's happening is lines are getting blurred because people are opening relationships. People are like financially, it's really hard. The economy's really bad. Like basically it's hard to get divorced right now. It's really hard to get divorced. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to get divorced. I can't afford to get divorced.
But yet the rate of divorce hasn't changed. So yes, it's harder to get divorced, but the same amount of people are still getting divorced.
Is it specific to country or is it worldwide?
I think in Canada it's 50.
In Canada. Well, I have my stats up.
And then what countries have the most divorce? I remember we had all this once.
Which ones do?
Like who has the highest rate of divorce?
Okay. You want me to look at that first?
No, I'm just saying, like you said, is it country?
I don't know if it's country.
Right.
I'm assuming though, because where are they getting the stats from? And who's I guess statistics?
Of course.
Like the government?
I mean, everybody.
Who's filing their taxes?
Somebody's got a job doing something everywhere.
But how do you track the divorce? Like how many people filed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is tracked, right? There's a stat on everything. There's a stat on...
I wonder though if it's if it's because now common law is considered marriage.
So I guess it's 50% of declared people divorced. So it's probably even more that are like separated or living together and don't like each other.
Yeah. But also I think a lot of people who are divorced, it's not done. It's like long.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's years.
And
some people don't agree to it. And some people are like, no. And then you got to hammer out like the freaking like.
With all the kid stuff too, even if you're legally divorced and remarried, you can still be spending so much time in court dealing with like the kid stuff.
Oh, forever. Literally till the end of your life. Like think about how we know some older people who are still dealing with settlements.
Yeah.
And I said, that is very tricky because I think if you go back for more when you're retired or older, the courts change and they could be like, dude, like I think it's very risky because I asked ChatGPT a lot. It's my friend. We're not in a relationship. That's a big trend on here yet. No, we're not. I see it as a girl. It's not like a guy. Like it's my friend.
Oh.
It's like, I'm like, hey girl. I was like, what's going on? I have a question for you. It's like a smart librarian.
That's so weird. I thought when I think of mine, I think it's a guy.
Yeah, of course you do.
Like a British guy.
Oh, so you could be in a relationship quite quickly. But I was saying that I asked scenarios to it when I like see something or hear something and someone's like, I wonder, and I'm like, let me just check. And it said, sometimes reopening court cases is very risky.
Careful what you wish for.
Because sometimes the judge could be like, you are taking advantage and we are actually changing everything.
Instead of negotiating more for you, actually, we're going to Why are you getting so much after all this time?
And I feel like people don't realize that. They're like, it was this way 10 years ago. And then the judge is like, no way. Like, get your shit. Just depends on who you get.
Yeah.
So if you have a good situation, I wouldn't go back and reopen it. And then it was like, once it told me, it's like, no, there's not a chance you're going to get that because life happens. And sorry, toots, but you got to figure it out. I was like, wow.
That's why I also think like people who actually go through with divorce,
really hate the person,
or they really value their happiness.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, I deserve to live a really happy life. And so I'm not going to endure this any longer because I care about me and I look at my life and I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people just are like, it would be easier not to. And yeah, it's kind of shitty, but it's less expensive and it's a lot less work if we just carry on. So the people who actually, I find like women that I know, women that actually are going to go through the divorce, I feel like that's so brave. And it means that you must, well, also I've heard a lot of women say, I don't want my children to think this is a healthy relationship. So as a parent, because I think it's really important for me to show an example of what happiness is and what you deserve, I have to get the divorce to show them, because otherwise they'll think this is a relationship and you can settle for this. So it takes so much bravery and like risk and to go through with it. But if you think you deserve it, then you got to take that leap.
I know. Unfortunately, I think some people financially can't. And I've heard that too. Like they're like, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. So that's shitty too for some.
You know what else is crazy is that some people think that they financially, it's not going to work. Like it won't work, when in fact, the woman might actually be better off and have more freedom. But she just thinks, because, you know, when you're in a relationship, let's say if a woman is like married to a man who's super successful, but he kind of gatekeeps the money, like he's in charge of it.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get that much because she's just like, well, it's kind of, he's working at like either I don't make that much or whatever. So she thinks that if she gets a divorce, that he'll just cut her off. Honey, it's a calculator. You know, if you actually go and do it and you calculate, you might have more financial freedom from getting a divorce.
I think it depends on each situation, right?
Of course.
Like some people
you have to just like educate yourself.
And some people get lawyers, so they just get wrapped up in not being able to get anything. Like the process of getting it is so long because the lawyer knows exactly how to delay it and rip through their money to make it unbearable for them to keep going.
And do you know that in that legal process, if someone takes you to court and wants to go through it all, and let's say, and then whoever loses has to pay. If you took me to court and then I ended up winning, you have to pay my legal bills back because you took me here and you made me do this.
What if I took you and I won?
Then and you won. I feel like whoever loses has to pay the legal bills.
But what if I take
you took me and I win? I don't know that.
Do I have to? You have to pay me more? I'd be like, screw you.
Yeah, I heard people say this like factually, and I know like people it's happened to, and it's like, you took me for all this and now you have to fucking pay my legal bills back.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
But I guess it was worth the risk.
Yeah, I wonder if they took them and they win, then the loser still has to pay. I'm like, that is a fucking double whammy. I take you and I win and I get your money and you keep paying.
Yeah.
And you pay mine too? I'd be like, shit.
Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't be the case in that case. But I know, like, it's so it should just be easier. I bet there's some countries where they take care of you better, like so you don't have to pay all those legal bills and fight for so long. Where's the best country to get a divorce? I feel like Sweden.
They probably don't get married in the first place. It's probably just like common law, and then it's like and separate. Very few people get actually married. They did. There was a trend, but very few actually have the wedding with the thing. It's like an exchange of, like in other countries, we are just prime over here in North America to just waste money to get married, to get divorced. We just love to spend a good $30,000 to get married
when you could have a down payment on a house.
Let's guess the average cost of a wedding right now in 2025. Average.
Oh God, that would be so hard because some people just go to
average.
All right. It's average in Canada?
In North America.
I'm going to say average.
Everything's average.
20,000.
Okay.
Cost of a wedding. And while you're looking that up, I'm
going to take my guess.
Oh, okay. So
I'm going to guess 18,000.
That's really close to mine.
15.
Okay.
What the fuck? Average cost of a U.S. wedding, $36,000. Median cost, more typical. So median, I don't know what average versus median is. Mm-hmm. Forgive me. 10,000. Still a ton of money if you don't have a ton of money. That's 10,000 USD. Average cost per guest, $256 to $375 is the average cost per guest.
Sounds like a really rich wedding.
It says average wedding cost 2025.
Try Canada.
Average wedding guest count 100 people. That's the not.com.
So that says US. So try Canada.
Obviously, regional variations. Big cities equal significantly more expensive. Mm-hmm. Hometown weddings feel more affordable, but they tend to bump up the price. Venue and catering are consistently the biggest buckets of cost.
I watched.
Oh, yeah, Canada. It says, do you want to ask Canada?
Yeah.
Canada. Yeah, Canada. Canada. Let's see Canada. What the... okay, guess. I'm not looking.
Canada, I'm going to go with 20.
I was going to say 22.
Was it?
Fuck are you rich? How fucking rich are you people? Canada national average $30,000 to $40,000. Depends heavily on the province. Alberta and Calgary is around 25 to 30,000. Toronto's 35 to 50. Oh, smaller, more intimate weddings 15 to 30. That's lower guest count, more DIY, non-peak season, scaled down decor and vendors.
Holy shit. Weddings, people go into debt for weddings.
Yeah. That is so
expensive.
I'm actually in shock. Should we find out how much a divorce costs? How
much is the average Canadian divorce?
On average is a divorce? Take a guess.
I mean, are you saying Canada?
Want me to do it? Will break it down to me. I'll do both.
A 20? I say no same as the wedding.
100, 150.
There's no way that all those people who got divorced spent that much on their divorce.
100,000 easy. Average.
Say.
The average you're right. The average cost of divorce in the U.S. tends to fall between $15,000 and $20,000 for many couples. In some research,
my same guess as a wedding.
The mean cost is about $11,000, while the median is around $7,000 for divorces for moderation. Mm-hmm. So if you can figure your shit out and go to moderate, you're good. If there's heavy conflict, it's much more tens of thousands. I was thinking heavy conflict, not just the gentle, we out. Canada... God bless Canada. If it's an uncontested divorce, $1,000 to $2,000.
Still, can you imagine? I don't want to spend thousands of dollars.
I mean, no one goes uncontested. Very few people. A contested divorce, which is most, between $75,000 to $25,000 plus. In places like Ontario, it can get extreme. Simple divorces might be more affordable, but complex. High conflict ones run $40,000 plus.
I bet it's a lot more expensive if you have kids. I was watching a documentary last night.
Go ahead. Tell me about your documentary.
It's about marriage.
Okay.
The documentary is basically there is a woman from Norway. She's the Princess of Norway.
It's real?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she falls in love with the 8th generation shaman.
Okay.
Who lives in the United States.
Okay.
It's like huge news in Norway. Like everybody knows about this story.
Is he famous shaman?
So like kind of a shaman to the celebrities, but also like shaman, but also was like a big partier, knew he was bisexual, but thought he would end up with a man. But then he met the Princess of Norway. And they fell in love. Basically, they saw each other and she's like, I feel like I know you. And he's like, in that moment, I went through like my past lives. And she felt the same. And she was divorced, have 3 kids. She's just a beautiful like princess. And she meets...
Literally a beautiful princess.
Yes. And he is obviously important part that he is bisexual, very flamboyant, tall, and black.
Okay.
So they basically are just like in a relationship. She introduces him basically as her like gay friend to her daughters. She's got 3 daughters, and they're like, oh, we love mom's like gay best friend. And then she's dropping them off for school one day, and she's like, by the way, we're in a relationship. It's my boyfriend.
Okay.
And the daughter's like, to party? And she's like, yeah, pick up after school. So she loves LA, like living in LA, because it's just so much different than Norway. But now they have to spend a lot of time in Norway, and they want to have
because she's a princess.
Her family's there, but they want to get married. And the tabloids are outrageous there for scrutinizing, like in the UK, scrutinizing the royals.
Is she so rich?
Yeah, totally. But
do you want me to find out her net worth?
Net worth. She has since denounced her princessism.
She's not a princess anymore. So she still have access to money.
So they're like, who's going to pay for the wedding? Because the taxes for the royal family would pay for the wedding. So when she denounced her princessism, they're like, well, the monarchy can't pay for her wedding. So Hello Magazine buys the rights to the wedding.
Oh my God. Her name's Martha Louise.
Yes.
Is known to own homes. It sold the family home that sold for 19 million, 1.8 million USD. Mm-hmm. They are media reports. She has mortgages or debt tied to the properties, though. The net asset value minus liabilities isn't confirmed. The family's broader net worth is US 30 million.
It's not very much. But Norway is a very, very small country.
Yeah. So they think she's around somewhere between 5 to 15 million.
Okay.
Highly speculative though.
Yes. So the thing is that when she wants to go marry him, and think about like she brings this guy. Yeah. And I don't think Norway is very multicultural. So they're racist.
Wow. For fact?
Well, same as the UK, how that their royal is going to marry a black person.
Okay. So right? they don't like that she's going outside of the lineage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and Prince Harry mentioned in his interview with Oprah that how proud he was of the king, that he was accepting the shaman to marry his daughter. But the king himself was a rebel because he was like, nobody wanted him to marry his wife. So they're known to be like, follow your heart in love. And because I think she was like, his wife was maybe like a waitress or something. And he fought for it. And he was like, well, I won't be, basically, I'll
not be king.
I'll not be king. And so he's really open-minded, but also still was allowing for a lot of the racism and like judgment to happen.
Where's the dad of the kids?
Okay. So he was also a very fun, like, really cool guy, like also like quirky, and they didn't think that he would be like the best husband for her either, but she was in love with him.
Oh,
so
she married him. She's a rebel. She's a rebel.
And she looks very traditional. And so she married him, and then they got a divorce, and he had cheated on her and everything. So they got a divorce. And then he was like to his friends, he was like, I did cheat on her, but she was the love of my life. Fast forward a little bit, he killed himself.
Okay.
So he committed suicide, which is very sad. And then she was a single mom.
Also, her shaman husband has claimed cancer was a choice. Which caused outrage amongst doctors, scientists in general.
Oh, he said so many things.
He also promoted 200 Spirit Optimizer medallion that supposedly protects it against negative energies, which many saw as snake oil.
Yep. He had a medallion that he was selling during COVID. He $200. Also has claimed to be half reptile and half something else. And he had to have a kidney transplant when he was young, he was a little bit younger.
It says that.
Now he's sick again, and he needs a live kidney.
He healed himself from kidney failures with spiritual practices
and a kidney transplant from a live donor.
And they're mad at him
for so many things
because you're royal. He's royal. He's tied to royalty and making these claims that they don't like. Mm-hmm. That's part of why they don't like him.
Oh. There are so many reasons they don't like him.
I was like, what are the controversies? And then
black, gay. He was on a podcast and he said, I have sex with my princess wife 4 times a day. And she asks me if I'm ever going to come.
They said the mix of a love story, controversial spiritual business, and a real spotlight and race culture dynamics is why their marriage gets so much heat.
It's really juicy. Like, and the fact that she just loves him and doesn't care about what anybody thinks.
And they're still together.
Well,
they got married in 2024.
And their wedding was, yes, covered by Hello Magazine. He wanted, he's like, because she was like, what, do we need to get married? Like, why does that have to be such a big thing? He's like, he's a diva. And he's like, I'm having my wedding and it's going to be huge and it's going to be royal because I'm marrying a royal.
Does he make money?
You tell me. He has a lot of clients that like in the room when he's working with them, they look like us in LA. Okay. And they have this. They live in this, looks like they live in this gorgeous home in LA, palm trees, infinity pool.
He offers healing sessions, spiritual guidance, workshops, speaking engagements. He has wellness books. He has published a book called Spirit Hacking and likely gets royalties for that. It's reported that he's worked with well-known people, actors, wellness circles, which tends to allow for premium charges.
Oh, Gwyneth too. Gwyneth.
Online monetization via visibility, social media, online courses, subscription type content, virtual sessions.
Yes. I mean, it is just like, when they say like you, like real love.
Yeah.
That's what they have because
his medallion, they think sold around $5 million worth of sales.
It will protect you from COVID.
They think it's upwards of 20 to 23 million in some reports, but they seem less grounded in confirmed data.
TJ saw the medallion and he said, well, it didn't save his hair. I said, that is the funniest thing you've ever said. He had no hair. He's bald. And I was like, kind of listening. I was like, what? And he's like, well, it didn't save his hair. And I was like, that was a really good one. I really like that. That was funny. That was a funny joke. Because he was kind of like on his phone, TJ, and he was listening. And then he's like, didn't save his hair. So it must not be worth it.
That's kind of TJ and his hair, right? It's a big one.
Well, yeah, turkeys. Wants to know if he's going to have to go to Turkey.
I know.
Anyways, really interesting. And for being from a royal family, like my parents are very open-minded and everything. And they came to the wedding and her whole family came to the wedding. And then she's got 3 teenage daughters that are all different, but really like cool in their own ways.
I'd say that's what's kind of cool about Norway is they are like the people can be more not as tied up as here. Even though it sounds like there's some like mixed messaging, sounds like they're more concerned though about what he's promoting. Like he's like and he's royal.
They think he's like a charlatan. He said, like, I don't know if that's a bad word to say, but he said it. Like they think he's like a tricky, like he tricks people out of money and he's just tricking her and he just wants to be a royal.
He's a scammer.
Like a scammer, yeah. But he's also sick now. Like he needs to find a kidney. She's offered her kidney to him, but it's not a match. And so
he'll get one.
Yeah, he'll get one.
Even though he has a medallion.
The medallion isn't saving
Tricky.
him. Yeah, because the kidneys, they last 10 years.
Oh, I don't know anything about kidneys.
Wait, what did our friend have?
No, not that.
Not that. Okay. Whatever it was, you eventually need to get another one. Oh yeah, the lungs.
Yeah.
I get maybe all of them. You need new ones. Anyway, it was just such an interesting story because they were going through all royal and it was very, relatable to Meghan and Harry. And and so Harry praised the king, obviously, in spite of his father, because the king came out after he saw the documentary with everything that was happening to Meghan. And he called up the shaman and he said, do you feel that we as a people do you feel the same way Meghan feels? And he was like, absolutely. And I feel like you're not standing up for me. So he went and the king made a public announcement in support of him. But the shaman's like, he wasn't doing it because he actually cared. He was doing it because he didn't want to look like he didn't want it to Oprah to come.
Are all this?
Well, it's crazy because it feels like his father-in-law is very open-minded and
Why
kind.
don't we have royalty here?
Well, ours live in the UK.
Well, no, we should have our own.
I know. Who would it be? Celine Dion?
I get should be somebody. I feel like we need some royals. If
I
they
know.
all
Why
have
do
royals,
yeah.
Where's our prince and princess?
Well, the US don't have them.
Yeah, we all need them. Oh, that's
and it's the taxpayers' money that.
Never mind. We don't have enough money for the royal people. However, I do believe they bring money in with tabloids and with going to see the
tourists.
castle.
Yeah,
they're kind of like going to the zoo.
Yes,
like it's like you're going to see them. You're going to look at a castle where people live that are royals.
Yeah,
which I don't even know how you. What's nothing's different about you. Just take people's money.
Yeah, we don't even know how smart or clever or unique you are.
You just go live in a house where no one can go into. That makes you super famous.
Isn't that weird?
And you can't leave.
And you don't have any skills that make you special that we know of other than your lineage.
You basically just have to wear something and smile and show up to shit. I think it's a harder job than that.
Yeah.
Like they have like offices from a very young age.
Yeah. And they have to do a lot of philanthropy.
You have no life. Basically just give up your life and wear things, but don't wear too many things, but wear the same thing, but not that many things. And don't look this way and don't do your hair that way and don't do this.
But one of the things I was thinking in the marriage and about love, when we talk about love and they're like, recently someone was like, life is just really about, I guess something else, but like, it's really about love and like the love of your life. And I know what it was. It's a movie I watched on the plane about like love, and their teenage children died. And they were like, there's this thing that people do is they actually find another young person who's died and they have a wedding for them. What
the fuck are you talking about right now?
It's this, I don't know what religion it is, but if you lose a young person before they like got married, then you sort of like date around till you find a match, and then you can
a dead match?
Like you find the parents
who are dead.
No. The young people are dead.
All the people who are getting married are dead.
Yeah, but the families find them as a match because they think that love, like they missed out on the love in marriage and the families having a wedding together. So they actually...
So there's a dead wedding?
Dead wedding. So there's photos of them and they act like it's a whole wedding.
Dead wedding.
But it's because they're like, they missed it on love, and love is the most important thing. And I'm thinking to myself, number one, I don't know that love is the most important thing. And like, that's what they missed out on. Like,
sorry.
Yep.
What religion is getting married dead?
I'm gonna have to look at this. I don't know what it is, but it was Richard Gere was in the movie.
Was it real?
I think it is.
And Natalie, if you are telling me that dead people, I've never heard of this in my life.
Say marrying, finding a match for your young past one to marry and having a marriage ceremony for the dead.
Dead people getting
So first of all, I was like,
married.
When they said love is so important, and then when this princess is going through such hell, she loves him that much that it's worth it. Or is she a rebel? Which made me think, but I always think that our husbands married us a little bit as a rebellion.
France is unique. It actually, it began Chinese folk religion and ghost marriages in some parts of China. The practice of ghost marriage.
That was what they talked about.
It's rooted
ghost
in
marriage.
folk beliefs and ancestral traditions, sometimes arranged if someone died unmarried. Purpose to give the dead person a complete life, ensure they're not alone in afterlife, and keep ancestral rituals intact. Sometimes two deceased people are married. Other times, the living person is symbolically married to the dead.
I'm not judging because, I understand, and I'm sure that there's something lovely about that, but
I know I'm not judging.
Is marriage and love, and did they not live a full life because they didn't get married? Is that what a full life is? Finding the love of your life and getting married? I don't know.
Or do you just get like half of the family's inheritance because you are now, do you go and have Sunday dinner with them?
And they're like, so the people won't be alone in the afterlife. Okay, so you're
I
setting
thought
them
marriage was for partnership so you could get shit done in your house. Yes.
My tampon's going to pop out.
That's true. Isn't that why marriage existed? Yeah. No? Yes.
I totally agree.
No, I'm not being a joker. I thought you marry someone so you have another set of hands, get shit done in the house. It's easier together, and you like them. You love them. Yeah.
Thank you.
I love you.
Sorry. That's what I think marriage is.
2 incomes, getting shit done in the house. Wait, there's another purpose? I don't think in North America people just got married. No, there had to be a reason. It wasn't just love. Absolutely no.
I think it was back in the day to make
arranged
babies.
marriages is not. Right. But that's to raise.
Well, we agree with that.
To get shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get shit done. Have a baby, raise that shit, get that shit done, do the fucking.
So why the hell are you making these dead people go get married for what?
Yeah, I know.
Aren't they better alone? Now all of a sudden they can't date in the afterworld because they're married?
If you have a deadbeat of a husband, that was bad. I mean, if he does nothing, oh shit, that is dead weight.
Oh yeah,
get rid of that.
It's arranged marriages for dead people so they can have somebody to be married to.
You know what? I think that's probably going to work out for them. They're going to last forever. But they're dead. They're not. Listen, they don't have to divide responsibilities.
If I die married,
yes,
and I go to that next life,
yes, You're not married anymore.
I don't want to stay. I'm ready for I'm popping around.
You're going to go.
I'm popping off like
you're
crazy.
having spirit sex. You're like, excuse me,
every
Mark.
night, something new.
If I die when I'm married to you, I am going to have sex with everybody I can find up there.
Oh, yeah. I just want you to know that, Mark.
I'm sure he knows.
Die,
unless he doesn't.
I should tell him.
Yeah. So I want my
This
own.
one's for
I
you,
want
Mark.
my own plot. I'm not going to yours. I want my own.
When I die in the next life, and if there's like an in between where everyone's floating around, I'll be fucking tonight.
I'll be fucking tonight. Yeah. Well, so you don't need to get married. You just go fucking tonight.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't want to get married in that. Have I endured a life of marriage? I need a little freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
These poor people are marrying
I hope your
them.
vagina turns back time too.
Oh, it just turns into a little cloud pillow, nice and tight and cute.
So you old
Fluffy.
with a cloud pillow.
Fluffy. No. I didn't picture myself old when I was dead. That's weird.
You can go back to any age you want.
Exactly.
Like right now.
A little old, a little younger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like you would be sexually liberated at this age.
Oh, yeah. But
You know
maybe
what I mean?
I just, it's a little facelift.
No. Because they like a good coug.
Mm.
You know, you get more variety.
Oh,
You could go all ages.
I actually,
Have to go?
I have to go on this one, but I do want to talk in the next episode about cougars and another documentary that I watched.
Holy fuck. Do you do anything other than watch TV?
I absolutely don't. I absolutely have no life.
That's a hobby. I told you.
I live in TV land.
Yeah.
I live in
I mean,
there.
it gives you so much to talk about. You have so much to offer.
Well, and also like in our lives as parents, the only people that I get to come across outside of you, we have very magical conversations. Always. That's true. Like what kind of conversations am I having at the hockey rink? Like,
Yeah.
then I get to have conversations of people online who are spilling the goods.
Right. So you get to watch TV and get
And
real
like,
good things.
Yeah, like find interesting people because they're not going to do a documentary about boring people.
Yeah.
But I might have a boring parents.
By the way, you don't just marry for like things around the house. You obviously marry for love. But I thought
footnote.
I thought whoever created the sanction of marriage was to get shit done around the house.
Yeah. And
like
I don't even
if
think
you
it
were
was,
to go to cavemen,
well, it was
you're getting shit done in the cave.
And also like he had to go out and get
hunt
the food,
shit.
and then you made the babies because you got to keep the
And I did other
going.
shit too.
Huh?
I did other shit in the cave too.
What'd you
I
do?
just popped babies.
What else did you do? You cooked.
No, I'm sure I did. I'm sure I also hunted a bit. Me, I sure did. Fuck yeah.
Well, you and I ran away from the caves and we started this army of feminists and ran away from our families. We've been told.
That was a war.
Yeah, what was
We left in war. Weird.
God,
a whole nother. We recorded that.
It was on the telephone.
I'm pretty sure we recorded it. I know it was on the phone. I feel like we put it somewhere. That's part 2. Okay, bye y'all.